My girlfriend said, "Act like you're not with me." I replied, "Now you don't have to act again." Then I dropped her at the loft, went home to pack my bags, disappeared into a new apartment, and I just waited until her friend called me hours later to tell me what really happened at that party. Welcome back to AF Tales. In today's story, we explore what happens when a girlfriend asks her partner to pretend they are not together at a party so she can impress someone else. As you listen, notice the exact moment where you would have walked away. My name is Andrew. I am 29 years old and I work as a network security consultant for mid-size companies around Seattle. It is stable work, decent pay, nothing flashy, but I like it. I have been with my girlfriend, Lauren, for 3 years. We met at a coffee shop downtown where she worked part-time while finishing her business degree. She was funny, ambitious, beautiful, the kind of person who lights up a room without trying. About 18 months ago, we moved in together. Things were not perfect, but I thought we were solid. We had routines, inside jokes, shared plans. I really believed we were building a life. That Friday night started like any other. Lauren had been talking about this party for 2 weeks. Her college friend Brittany was hosting it at an upscale loft in Capitol Hill. Lauren kept saying how everyone would be there. She seemed unusually excited. She had been dressing up more lately. Buying new clothes, spending longer in front of the mirror, taking more selfies. I told myself she just wanted to look good around her old friends. People change their style. It did not have to mean anything. Around 7:30, she was in the bathroom doing her makeup. I was in the bedroom, buttoning up a shirt and pulling on jeans, trying to look decent. That is when she said it. "Hey, Andrew." Her voice floated through the half-open door, casual, like she was asking me to grab milk on the way home. "Yeah," I called back. "At the party tonight, can you just act like you are not with me?" I stopped mid-button. "What?" I said. She stepped out, eyeliner in her hand. She was wearing a tight black dress I had never seen before, hair in loose waves. She looked incredible, but something in her tone made my stomach drop. "I mean, do not be all couple," she said. "Just mingle separately. It will be more fun that way." "You want me to pretend we are not together?" I asked. "It is not like that," she said, turning back to the mirror. "I just do not want it to be weird. Some of my friends do not really know about us yet, and I do not want to make things awkward. Lauren, we have been together 3 years. We live together." "I know, but..." She focused on her reflection instead of on me. "Just trust me, okay? It is easier this way." Looking back, this was the first huge red flag that I could not pretend was small anymore. I stood there, running through 1,000 reactions in my head. Argue, demand an explanation, refuse to go. Instead, something in me just settled. "Okay," I said quietly. She glanced at me in the mirror, surprised. "Really?" "Yeah, no problem." 20 minutes later, I pulled up outside the loft building. Music thumped from an upper floor. Lauren checked her phone, reapplied lipstick, then opened the door. "Thanks for the ride," she said, like I was a rideshare driver. "Have fun," I replied. She hesitated for a second, maybe hearing the edge in my voice, then smiled and walked toward the entrance, already scrolling on her phone. The door closed behind her. I sat there for a moment with my hands on the steering wheel. Then I put the car in drive and went home. The apartment felt different when I walked in alone, quieter, almost like it knew something had shifted. I stood in the kitchen for a few minutes, just breathing. Then I went to the bedroom and pulled my old duffel bag from the closet. I am not an impulsive person. My job is literally to find weaknesses in systems and patch holes. I like plans. But looking at that bag, everything became simple. This was not about one party. This was about 100 small things I had ignored. The way she had started pulling away when I tried to hold her hand in public. How she stopped posting pictures of us online. The vague answers when I asked about her day. The sudden girls' nights that did not include me. This is where many people stay and hope it gets better, even when the pattern is obvious. I started packing. Clothes, toiletries, my laptop, important documents. I worked methodically like I was backing up my own life. It took about an hour. Most of the furniture stayed. It was hers anyway or paid for by her parents when we moved in. On the kitchen counter, I left a note. You wanted to act like we were not together. Now you do not have to act. Take care of yourself. By 10:30, I was checked into a budget hotel near the airport. I texted my buddy Connor. Hey, might need your couch for a bit, he replied within minutes. Dude, what happened? Call me. I did not call. I just sat on the bed and watched my phone battery drop. No messages from Lauren, no calls. Around 1:15 in the morning, my phone buzzed with an unknown number. Andrew, I answered. It is Brittany, a woman's voice said, anxious and a little slurred. Lauren's friend, I am at the party. My heart sped up. What is wrong? Is she okay? She is physically fine, Brittany said, but you need to know what happened. What happened? There is this guy here, Travis, tech startup founder, really rich, drives a Porsche. Whatever. Lauren has been talking to him for like 2 months, apparently. I did not know until tonight. She invited him to the party. She was all over him, Andrew, like really all over him. My throat went dry. Okay, I said. But here is the thing, Brittany went on. About an hour ago, Travis got wasted and started bragging. He was telling everyone he has this arrangement with Lauren. How she is basically auditioning to be his girlfriend because he told her he needs someone low maintenance and fun who will not cramp his lifestyle. He said she has been trying to prove she is not clingy. I could not speak. Then he said, Brittany continued, that she told him she had dead weight to cut loose before they could get serious. Andrew, everyone heard it. Dead weight. That was me. People started looking around for you, she said. Lauren went pale. Someone asked where her boyfriend was. Travis laughed and said, What boyfriend? My grip tightened on the phone. That is when Lauren tried to backtrack, Brittany said. She said you were just a roommate, but people know you live together as a couple. It got really awkward really fast. Where is she now? I asked. In the bathroom. She has been in there about 20 minutes texting someone, probably you. I thought you should know what kind of person she was being tonight. Thanks, Brittany, I said. I am sorry, Andrew, I really am. She hung up. I looked at my phone, still nothing from Lauren, not one text. I turned the phone off and went to sleep. The next morning, I turned it back on around 7. 17 missed calls. 32 text messages. Most were from Lauren, starting at 1:45 and going until 5:30. Where are you? This is not funny. I came home and your stuff is gone. What is wrong with you? Did you really leave over nothing? You are being so immature right now. Call me back. We need to talk. You cannot just disappear on me. Please. They swung between anger and panic, then back to begging. There were also 3 messages from her mother, 2 from her sister, and 1 from Connor. Lauren showed up here at 6 a.m. crying. I did not let her in, told her I do not know where you are, want me to keep it that way. I texted him back. Yeah, thanks, man. Then I blocked Lauren's number, blocked her on social media. I did not want to see the version of the story she was about to start telling. Sometimes the healthiest boundary is just silence. That day, I started looking for apartments online. By Sunday afternoon, I had signed a lease on a small 1-bedroom in Fremont. A little more expensive than I wanted, but available right away. I moved in that evening with my duffel bag and an air mattress Connor lent me. Monday, I went to work like normal. My boss noticed I looked tired but did not ask. I buried myself in a new project configuring firewalls for a medical office. It felt good to focus on something predictable. Tuesday evening, Brittany called again. I know you probably do not want to hear from anyone, she said, but I thought you should know. Lauren has been telling people you left because you were controlling and jealous. I laughed softly. Of course she is. It is not landing the way she thinks, Brittany said. A lot of people saw how she was acting Friday, and Travis has been avoiding her calls. I guess he is not interested in someone who got exposed as a liar in front of everyone. Good for him, I said. There is one more thing, Brittany added. She is posting vague stuff online, quotes about toxic relationships and finally being free. Just be aware. I deleted social media, I said, but thank you. You are handling this really well, she said. Am I asked, looking around at my empty apartment. I just feel numb. That is probably healthier than what she is doing, Brittany replied. For what it is worth, I am sorry. I did not know she was like this. Not your fault, I said. You did not make her choices. After we hung up, I let myself feel everything for the first time since that night, the betrayal, the embarrassment, the way I had accepted less and called it love. Then I ordered pizza and watched old sitcoms until I fell asleep. About 3 weeks later, Connor invited me to a barbecue. I almost said no. You need to get out, he said. Meet some people. Also, my girlfriend is bringing her coworker. Apparently she is cool. Her coworker's name was Harper. She was a graphic designer with short auburn hair and a dry sense of humor. We talked about nothing important, favorite pizza toppings, the worst movie we had ever seen. Whether a hot dog is a sandwich, it was easy, simple, no drama. So, Harper said at one point, Connor told me you went through a breakup recently. He did, huh, I said. Subtle, that guy, she smiled. You do not have to talk about it, she said. I just wanted to say I am sorry you went through something rough. Yeah, I said. 3-year relationship, ended kind of abruptly. Her loss, Harper said, then she looked a little embarrassed. Sorry, that was bold. No, I said, I appreciate it. We exchanged numbers and texted a bit that week. Nothing serious, just light conversation. It felt good to talk to someone new who knew me, not as Lauren's boyfriend. Meanwhile, Lauren kept trying to pull me back in through other people. Connor told me she had called his girlfriend asking if she knew where I lived. She had driven by his place twice looking for my car. He told everyone to keep quiet. One Friday in late November, I got a call from another unknown number. Andrew, I answered. It is Michelle, the voice said. Lauren's sister. Hey, Michelle, I said. I know you probably do not want to hear from any of us, she said, but I needed to call. Lauren told our parents you left her because you found someone else. She said you were cheating and that is why you moved out so fast. Of course she did. I do not believe her, Michelle said firmly. I know my sister. I have watched her lie her way out of things since we were kids. I just wanted you to know I do not buy her version. Thank you, I said. That honestly means a lot. For what it is worth, Michelle added, she is miserable. She will not admit it, but she is. She thought this Travis guy was going to swoop in and give her this glamorous life. He ghosted her after that party. Now she is stuck with an apartment she can barely afford and everyone who was there knows what she did. I did not feel excited hearing that, just sad for the person she chose to become. I hope she figures things out, I said. You are a better person than me, Michelle replied. I hope she does not. We both laughed a little at that. Take care of yourself, Andrew. You too, I said. 4 months passed. I am telling this from my apartment in Fremont. It finally looks like someone lives here now. A real bed, not an air mattress. Furniture I picked out myself. A few posters on the wall. Harper and I have gone on a few dates. We are taking it slow. She knows the basics of what happened with Lauren, but we do not dwell on it. We have better things to talk about. From Brittany, who has turned into an actual friend, I heard that Lauren moved back in with her parents in January. She could not afford the apartment alone. Her credit cards are maxed from all the clothes and upgrade lifestyle she bought to impress Travis. She is working retail again. Her Instagram is private. I do not hate her. I really do not. In a strange way, I am grateful. That one sentence before the party, act like you are not with me, forced me to face something I had been avoiding. The relationship had been dying quietly for a long time. I just did not want to admit it. Last week, a letter showed up in my mailbox, handwritten, forwarded from Connor's place. It was from Lauren. I let it sit for 2 days before opening it. She apologized, called herself selfish, said she got caught up in chasing something better. Said Travis made her feel exciting and wanted, and she convinced herself that meant she deserved more than what we had. She said she knew she hurt me, that she hoped someday I could forgive her. I read it twice, then I put it in my desk drawer. I might respond someday, I might not. Connor asked if I felt like I finally got closure. I told him I did not need it. Sometimes closure is not a conversation. Sometimes it is just a choice to move forward and no longer live in the past. These days, I am okay, more than okay. I started running again. Something I stopped doing when Lauren and I moved in together because she thought it was boring. I read more. I sleep better. I laugh easier. I do not check my phone every 5 minutes to see if someone is upset with me. The weird thing is, I do not feel angry anymore. Driving home alone from dropping her off at that party, I felt something click inside. Not rage, not heartbreak. Just a calm understanding that I deserved to be with someone who was proud to stand next to me, not someone who wanted me to pretend I did not exist. So when she said, "At the party, act like you are not with me," I took her at her word. And I have not looked back since. Lessons from this story. Lesson 1. When someone is proud of you in private but wants to hide you in public, that is not shyness. That is a sign they do not fully claim you. Lesson 2. Just trust me, it is easier this way can be a cover for behavior they know you would not accept if you saw the whole picture. Lesson 3. Walking away at the first clear sign of deep disrespect is not overreacting, it is self-respect. Lesson 4. You do not have to stay and argue with someone's lies. You can step out of the story and let their actions speak for themselves. Lesson 5. Losing a relationship that was built on hiding, image and excuses can make room for quieter, healthier connections built on honesty and mutual respect. Lesson 6. Closure does not always come from the person who hurt you. Sometimes closure is simply deciding you are done and building a life that feels better. What about you? At what point in this story would you have left if you were in Andrew's place? And have you ever been with someone who seemed more worried about how you looked to others than about how they treated you? Share your thoughts in the comments.